Hey everyone, welcome to another Tokyo Debunker video. So this one's going to be an updated tier list. So I know I did a tier list, like updated tier list back then, like a few months ago when I first obviously started this new channel mine. But my opinions on some of the ghouls, they did change actually a lot since um my last, updated tier list. Um I will leave the link down below if you guys want to see my old tier list, but definitely my opinions has changed. Episode 19 was the best one. I'm still struggling to process what happened in that one, but it seems like we're finally progressing a lot more faster, which I really appreciate that. Um so Anyway, so these are the tiers. So pretty much they are all the same, except I did add in a new one. Lenient, but a little, but still sus. Which is basically where I'm lenient towards then, like I'm changing my mind a little bit about then, like where I like maybe kind of like tiny bit, but not like where it's fully like, because they're still sus. So anyway, so yeah, that's the new tier. So let's go ahead and get started. I might talk some spoilers. Um, so if you guys don't want to hear spoilers and just see, I mean, like if you don't want to hear spoilers, like since you haven't caught up with the story, or like in game, or you haven't, caught up with, the story with watching my videos, you can just skip ahead to this video and just go to the end where obviously I finished this tier list. But if you guys want to hear my explanation for this, obviously keep sticking around. So anyway, first off we have Ben K. Now Ben K is a store clerk. He is the professor of, I think it was Clementia, I think, or I don't know. But or actually he was the, and I forgot what the word is called, but he's like the head of the Clementia dorm. I think it's called advisor, I believe. And so he's nice. He's very respectful, he's kind of like worries, if he offends us in any way. So, but he is still like, I do like him. But he's sus because we don't really know much about him, because he's kind of panics whenever he acts like, accidentally slips up information, which I'm hoping he does more. Um, but he seems like, a little panicking. So, not gonna lie, he's sus. In this, he's sus, for that. But anyway, um, I did put in acquaintance back then. I'm just gonna put in lenient a little, but still sus. So, anyway, and then we have Elias, who is the janitor, and I believe he was, or unless I'm getting that confused, and I think maybe he is the advisor, I believe. But we know he came from Dionysia. I think that's how you pronounce it. I apologize if I mispronounce it. But yeah, he came from that one. Same dorm with Haru. And I believe that's it we know about him. I don't know how he became a janitor. Man, it's been a while, so I don't remember. But yeah, Benkei is a professor, I believe, also. And Lady Elias was the advisor for Clementia. I don't remember. Let me know in the comments below. But Elias is sus as well. The way he showed up basically in episode 16, at the end with Sinostra, that was very sus. And also that was kind of creepy with obviously, or when he just appeared in Diane. Oh my gosh, I can't even pronounce that name. Dionysus the dorm. Well, I guess because that's his old dorm, so maybe that's the reason why. But that was kind of creepy. He appeared out of nowhere. So I'm gonna also put lenient, but a little, but still sus. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are begging them. You know, I think a lot of people simp over for these two characters. I'm not really like a person who simped in, but they are cool. But they are, little sus still. I'm thinking this isn't my guess, but I feel like they might be a love interest. Um, you know, soon if we are going to, the route where we restore the 3 defunct houses. I think it was Otio, Clementia, and Dionysia. Um, those two might be, added back. So, anyways, yeah, we'll need it a little bit sus. Okay, now Haku. So, I'm obviously gonna still marry. I love him. I think you all know this from my account with 3 Haku SSRs and that fact that I pulled for his birthday. When I'm pretty sure you guys know. And I think I already talked about it. I think a few times in my videos where I blurb about Haku. So I'm pretty sure you guys know I love Haku to death. My love, I love him so much. Where he's sweet, caring. He's very wise. As well. Just like he seems lazy, obviously, but he's always there, for people, especially MC us, and I just love him so much. Now Jiro, I love Jiro, honestly. He's precious. I have nothing else to say. I really wish he would remember Zenji. Oh my god, it's so sad. Like, I'm hoping one of these episodes he does remember Zenji, because this is just sad. Like, very sad. But anyway, I wouldn't mind dating him, but I'm trying not to put so much up, like, ghouls up the top of my tier list. So we're gonna go with, I don't know if I would consider him a BFF, because I like to consider myself a positive, and then also maybe a little bit hyper. So and he is a bit like bold, not gonna lie. So, but Jiro is hilarious and he is precious. So, and I don't know if he's good at advice, So I don't really know. Should I put it in friend or BFF? We'll just put in friend for now. If I change, might change, obviously, but friend. Now Luca, we all know from episode 19, he is, not gonna lie, I didn't really want to think of him as sus, because he didn't really feel that sus until, well, actually all the ghouls are sus, but it's not really their fault, because obviously the clash was hurtful, and also the fact with that they had a bad experience in the past, and that's how they become, ghouls. But in a way, Luca, he was pretty much protective, a great friend, there for us since the beginning. I just don't know where to put him, because episode 19, that was sus. The fact that he showed up literally right after MC said I forgot the phrase, but she was talking about a demon, and after that, like, she was thinking about it in her head, actually not talking about it, but she's thinking in her head about the demon, and all of a sudden Lucas showed up. So that was kind of sus, not gonna lie. So now it's just, feels a little sus for that. Um, and I don't want to think this about Luca because he's so sweet, but that was really sus. So I kind of want to, not gonna lie, I kind of want to put him in acquaintance, but he's too sweet. I had to put in friend, obviously. I think I put him BFF last time, but now it's more like a friend, you know. Okay, Jin. Oh, sorry about that. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay, okay, Jin. We all know what Jin. Obviously, Mary. I love him. He is a sender. He's very sweet. He's caring even though under that tough guy acting, but he's a big softie. He's a sender, obviously. He really does care for MC, and it seems like he's kind of like the Canyon love interest for the main character. Um, if you guys didn't know, obviously, I feel like he's just making an excuse just to hold her hand. Not gonna lie, um, but I love Jin. I did like him before, but obviously, episode 17, um, brought my love with Jin to a new level. Um, so in a way, I love Jin. Um, that's what to say. Now Ritsu, I think it's a marble. He wants to be like his father. But for me personally, I think I put it in no. And the reason why is because I'm tired of him talking about the wall. It's like so annoying. And he doesn't really know how to take jokes. It's very annoying. Like, you can't take a joke. Like, he can't take joke. And if he ever did a joke, oh my god. And the fact that he charges everything for, like, almost everything for small, like, things you do, um, like, kind of, it really bothers me. And he records everything, and I don't want to deal with that. It's just so annoying. Um, so, anyway, um, although he is actually the most, more decent out of the three in Sinastro, so, but it's still not enough for me to, fully like him. I'm just more of the neutral one. Um, so, but I don't know. I'm just gonna call, acquaintance. So let's put acquaintance. Okay, now this one is gonna shock for a lot of people, but I'm gonna put Leo also acquaintance. Now, Leo, if you know what episode 19, wow, the fact that he pushed MC just to let it all out with, Darkwick. And he was actually not much of an asshole in episode 19, which I really appreciate that. And it seems like it's also character development. Um, and I just really, really like that. Um, so episode 19 was honestly made me like Leo actually a bit. So I'm gonna put him in an acquaintance because he's actually not that bad. Okay, now Taiga. Taiga's one where I'm still scared of him. His mind is just very scary because you don't know what he's thinking. He does shoot um when he's pissed off. I mean, he shot his he shot his men, not like actual, but like he shooting at their feet. It's just very scary. He has a torture chair in his room, and that is very scary. And I just don't want to deal with that at all. Um, that's why I kind of want to put in no, but To be honest, out of all the ghoul, I think like with the ghouls, I kind of trust, Alden more than the staff. So, I didn't realize Ren was in here. Sorry, we'll just take that. But anyway, yeah, Taiga is scary, but he is actually kind of smart. But he's actually smart, but it's just he lacks common sense. So, anyway, but I still don't want to deal with him. It's just out of all the ghouls, he's actually the most kinkiest ghoul, dirtiest ghoul in this game. So anyway, but in terms of storyline, I do like him, but he's still scary. I just don't want to deal with it. Even like if I was just basing this who will of me, like who would I marry IRL, etc., definitely he would be in the know. But we're just doing this based off of storyline, how much I like the character, etc. So anyway, I'm gonna put him in acquaintance. Okay, now Toma, not gonna lie, I swear, with that smug face is kind of sus. And I was kind of mad with him on, episode 19 with Fury. Like, can he not do that? That's kind of a mean. So, and he does tease. So I'm gonna also put him in acquaintance. I could put in friend, but I just don't wanna, to be honest, I don't really wanna deal with Choma because, there's just something about him, but he's acquaintance. Subaru. Now Subaru is a character that I'm pretty sure we're still questioning we're all questioning on that ending in episode 15 with that scissors and everything. That was creepy and sus, and yet we didn't get an explanation, but I'm pretty sure we will maybe in the ending in the upcoming episodes. But Subaru, he is sweet, caring, and he always think he's like, overstepping, upsetting. He's very polite, but I think he lacks confidence, which honestly relatable. But I would really wish he would stop putting himself down a lot. Honestly, Subaru and Kaito, they're kind of like the same, to be honest. Like they like to put themselves down a lot. So, anyway, I put in Mary, I think, in my first tier list, and then the second one, I don't remember if I did, but I think I did put in a friend, but we're just gonna put in friend, because he is sweet. So, Toa. Now, Toa is a character that gives me, not gonna lie, Yonder vibes, and if you know me, or actually if I did mention this in one of my videos, I don't really like Yonder characters. They really creep me out. Like I do like clingy, clingy, men, but it just really depends on how clingy they are. And Toba seems also like, possessive, like, and I don't want I don't want to deal with that. So, but he is kind and cheerful. So, I'm gonna put in. I don't know if I should put in a friend or acquaintance because I don't know. We'll just put in. Oh, I kind of want to put in friend or acquaintance. We'll just. I'm gonna put in friend. Zenji, I'm pretty sure we're waiting. I love Zenji so much. He's poetic, he is very sweet, and he cares about Dempsey, and then also his brother. it's kind of sad that he's a ghost. I really want to know how he became a ghost, to be honest. Like what killed him in the clash. But anyway, Zenji, I would marry him if he was, like alive, also ghost as well. But I'm basing this off of, top 5. So my top 3 will be in the first, and then the second one will be top 2, because honestly, if I put too much in these two, I'm not balancing out this tier list. So anyway, we're going to put him in BFS because I love Zenji so much, and I know words written, like I said. Okay, Kaito. Kaito is honestly also BFF. He's very considerate. He's very sweet, even though I'm not gonna lie, he kind of gives me, not gonna lie, a little of a not yonder fights, but I don't know. There's a character that I don't remember. I never watched the anime, but a lot of people compared him to that character. And yeah, and I can see it, but Kaito's just the sweetest. So, and he's been there for you since day one. So, and I feel like a lot of people don't give Kaito enough credit. Really wish we can see more lore on Kaito. That would be amazing. Now, Ri, I did put him in the Marry in Another World, but because obviously my opinions on the ghouls changed. I still love Ri and I would still marry him, but for the sake of top 5, like top 3 in the first tier, and the second one is top 2, I will just put him in BFFs. I love Ri, obviously, done for the sake, Romeo is a character that honestly really needs to tone it down with his anger. He has serious anger issues. And I just don't really want to deal with that. He has a cage in his office, that's kinky, and that's just a little creepy. So I just don't really know where to put him. But I'm gonna put in acquaintance as well, because since we do, go see him, he's not that bad like Taiga, but it's annoying because his anger issues and the fact that he abbreviates everything. Expect people to know about that one, like no. No. But acquaintance, because he's not that bad actually. With episode 16, obviously what that turned out, obviously. So it's acquaintance. Ren. Now Ren is honestly the most normal ghoul out of all the ghouls because he plays video games, and he cooks. Well, not like show, but obviously he does cook. If you've seen episode 17, and watches movies. Seems like a great, character. So honestly, I would go with BFF, even though he was kind of mean in episode 17, a little tiny bit. But Ren he is kind. So I would say BFF. I can see myself bonding with him over video games. With movies, probably not, because I don't really like horror movies, but maybe other movies then he'll be interested. But I do see myself BFF. Yuri, I'm hoping he thinks we are friends, but probably not. Hold on. Sorry. Yuri's a friend. And just the fact that he cried. Like, poor Yuri. I had to put in friend because he deserves a friend, and obviously it's going to be more for those Yuri simps. But Yuri, he is actually very sweet. The fact that he wants to save everyone, and it's just, I just love Yuri for that. And the fact that he was also worried about us in episode 17, my heart So obviously I had to put in friend. Alan. Now Alan is obviously I would marry in another world. If he was always marrying in another world. Marrying because hello, he is very sweet. Very kind, and the fact that he doesn't want to hurt people, like oh my gosh, he has a soft heart. My heart, oh my gosh, with him, like young Alan, oh my god, that was I love it so much. Okay, now Haru is also a character I want to marry in another world. Obviously he's the sweetest. He's actually the first ghoul I chosen when I first started playing this game. I'm pretty sure you guys would know from my old videos, but yeah, he was the first ghoul. I love him. He's very sweet, loyal, and the fact that he cheers you up. Obviously, Mary. Obviously, he's great dad to all the animals. Like, who wouldn't love him? Like, why? I'm kind of wondering why Zigzag Games created like oh, I'm just noticing the fact that Ed and Waiko's not here. I'll be right back. And don't worry, there's going to be the same tiers, but I'm just gonna find the one that has Waiko and Ed. So I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so that took me not long, or actually kind of a little bit to find the right one, So anyway, back to this. We have show, and I said mixed feelings, but Mary. I want Mary this night. Episode 19. The fact where he pushed NC's head to his chest. Oh my god, and holding her like she cried. Like too much. He buys for me pretty much the whole episode. Now I'm just like so confused, but yeah, that's my top 3 over there in the top. I'm just like, oh my god. Okay, now for Ed. So Ed, that conversation with Chancellor really, I just don't know. I don't even know anymore. I'm so confused. The world, demise. Oh my goodness, that's so scary. I still have mixed feelings with him, even though he's actually kind of entertaining, and hilarious. But yeah, I can't. Like, it's just I have mixed feelings with this guy. Like, seriously. And then we have Laika, who is honestly cute and funny, and just oh my god, the fact, and then he's sweet as well. I don't even know what to put. Should I put in? I'm gonna put in BFF because. Oh wait, nope. I mean, come on. Okay, now we have the rest of the staff. So this is going to shock some people, but I'm gonna say Chancellor or Cornelius, Linia Oro Basusa. So I have a theory, because obviously with that conversation with Ed, got me thinking, what if it's basically Institute versus Darkwick? Because we had, I feel like maybe Cornelius is thinking of what Heidi is doing. I don't know. I just feel it's that way because of that conversation with Ed, and the Chancellor is trying to, prevent the world demise. So I'm kind of lenient, but he's still sus where I don't really fully trust him. Okay, now Heidi is a big no. He's very sus, and I just don't want to. No. Okay, and then Dante is also lenient a little, obviously, with episode 19, but he's still sus. Like, with Alan's dad, he was framed for murder, and then what did Dante even do? Like, what is he doing? I'm still confused on that part. And then we have Moby, who is also a big no. Like he's sussing. And then we have Nicholas, who I think honestly, should I put him? There's the thing there if you want. Sorry about that. That was my mom and my brother. So Nicholas, I'm gonna put lenient but little but still sus. Okay, we're gonna renew. I don't know why I put sus anyway, so we're just gonna renew this one. Okay, so this is now my official tier list. How my opinions have changed a lot. Oh my gosh, just the fact that we're already near the end. But yeah, this is my opinions on the ghouls. Now, I'm just like still processing episode 19. So yeah, these are my opinions now. I hope you guys enjoyed this updated tier list. I apologize for, most of the video with the wrong tier list because I didn't notice Echo and Ed was not there. But anyway, let me know in the comments below what are your guys' opinion on the ghouls. Like, has your opinions have changed, for tier list since then? Also with the staff also as well. And if you're excited for episode 20, I did say, I think in the final, video for episode 19 that August would have been the last one. But August, I don't think it's gonna be the last one unless they do put the timeline as August. But it really depends because in terms of timeline, MC was cursed in the beginning of September, so August technically will be the last, will be the last month for her before she, transforms into an anomaly. That ending chapter with the picture is actually a picture from the prologue. Basically, when we were, choosing a ghoul, and it said fire as well. So I'm really thinking we're gonna go to we're pretty much near the end. So maybe I'm thinking maybe the prologue is like, with the fire. I think this is like season 1 and maybe season 2. Hopefully we get roots and hopefully this will be an Omega because I'm praying I want to romance then already. The anyway, yeah, so that's it. I don't really know what to say. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this updated tier list. And let me know, like I said in the comments below, what are your opinions on the ghouls now and the staff, and if you have caught up with with all the episodes, like what are your opinions now. And I will see you guys in the next video. So goodbye, guys.